Welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your favorite girl here, Linda Chebet Gomez. For those people who are interacting with this channel for the first time, karibu sana. Welcome. Make sure you subscribe and turn on the notification bell so that the next time I'll be uploading a new video, you'll get the notification. For the returning subscribers, asante sana. Thank you for always supporting me. Let's grow. Let's learn together. Let's motivate each other. So today, I want to talk about therapy and why we encourage therapy. You know, most of us are raised in a way that we believe that it's not okay to open up. Unaona, especially men, unasema ati opening up ni scam, ati ni open up kwani mimi ni mwanamke. And that's why you find that a lot of men commit suicide, a lot of men die earlier. Na wako na zile problem zenye huanga zinaletwa na stress. You know? Because wanaeka vitu zao, like how will I put it? Like they tend to want to sort their things out without even opening up. But I'm here to encourage you people to go see a therapist. Why do you need to see a therapist? Number one, it is a safe space to vent. You go there, talk to a professional. He or she won't judge you. And your secret will be well taken care of. No one will learn about whatever you went and talked about. And no one will judge you. You know, you are just there opening up and talking to someone who is a professional, you know, because most of us, you talk to friends and you think friends will help. Yeah, maybe it does. But again, it's so good to find a professional help because of the safe space. Number two is that you will be able to heal from trauma, you know. Like a lot of us have traumas. Most of us, not even most of us, all of us, umelelewa, maybe your parents were not there because they were hustling and you are left with the house help, you know. Maybe you are a firstborn daughter, you had to step in and take care of others. Maybe you went to a boarding school and those kuamka asubuhi ilikuwa traumatic. Kuamka asubuhi kuchapwa, wanting to become the better version of yourself. Like we have traumas, especially if you are raised in an African setting. Trauma iko tu, whether your parents provided everything, kuna tu zile trauma, kuna tu zile experience that you really need to seek help from a professional. And then another reason is to why you need to go for therapy is for better relationship. When you go deal with your own issues, when you go solve those unresolved issues, you heal those wounded. You heal your wounded soul. You'll be able to communicate better. Hiyo maneno ya kughost watu, hata kwa relationship amwezi, hata kwa friendship uwezi ghost msee, unaona, because you understand, you know yourself better, you know. You'll try and reach out, you know, you'll try whatever you have to do and you'll be able to communicate and become a better person. And then another reason is for stress and anxiety management. Manze, na hii uchumi ya Kenya na any other country, things are hard. Unaweza kuwa uko na stress ya job, stress ya relationships, stress ya finances, stress ya labda hata nini kubit deadline exams, maybe your dreams, you wanted to achieve some things at this point but you have not been able to do that, so you get frustrated, stress iko, unakuwa anxious. I also have those days that I have anxiety because maybe deadlines, because I've done something that I hoped to have finished. Saa zingine lete menye imposter syndrome inakuja, like those stresses and anxiety. When you go for therapy, speak to a professional, you'll be able to understand how you'll be able to manage those situations, because stress ziko. We just need to learn how to deal with those stress. And then self-awareness, you know, you will discover patterns in your life that keep repeating. For example, there are those people, ukikaa chini ujiulize, labda ulikuwa na relationship issues, ukae chini ujiulize, ukue self-aware, that is after going for therapy for some time, speaking to a professional, and then start being honest with yourself. You'll be able to, once you become self-aware, you'll be able to identify those patterns. Unajua the people that you attract, kwa relationship na friendship, you will understand those patterns. Yani being aware is something that you cannot trade anything for. It's very, very important. Hiyo hatuwezi debate, unaona. And then personal growth, you know, therapy si ati for just problems, you know, it's for leveling up emotional, mentally, like unaona ile personal growth. Unaona mtu mwenye vile anajibeba, sometimes people feel jealous wakiangalia mtu mwingine, not because of what they have but because of how they carry themselves. Unaona mtu amepitia a lot of storms, amepitia frustrations, lakini vile anajibeba tu, anajibeba ile style yenye nakubamba. Do you know why? Because maybe that person worked on himself or herself. Ile personal growth yake alichukua very personal, akawork on herself or himself. Hizo inner child, hizo wounded soul, kila kitu amedeal with that, zile traumas, you know. So it is very, very important for your personal growth to see a therapist. And then breaking stigma. Manze, unaona vile watu wengine wanasemanga ati therapy ni ya matajiri peke yake, ati hizo ni vitu za matajiri peke yake, ama wanafikiria watu wenye wanaenda therapy ni wale watu wako crazy. Hapana. Mimi huanga naambia mabeshtes wangu, kama mtu anaweza afford, ata alipe therapy. Na me, I always encourage them to pay cash, because back in Kenya, when you get a therapist mwenye unamlipa cash na sio insurance, atakusaidia sana, like atakuwa committed, you will have enough session. Unlike when you go to a public hospital na kutumia hiyo SHA or whatever, ukienda leo, the next time utapata labda huyo therapist mwenye uliongea na yeye hayuko, maybe you will be given someone else, and that is not good, because consistent, you know, you need to work with one person. Mtu mwenye alichukua history yako, munaanza, then you work all through together. So it's good if you can afford therapy, please pay in cash. Get a good therapist and then pay it in cash for your own personal growth and also breaking stigma, you know. And then coping skills, you know. Hii coping skills manze. Mimi, by the way, mimi imenisaidia sana. Sometimes when I talk to my dad is like, I love the fact that I like the fact that you have worked on yourself and how you react on things. Because mimi, ilikuanga frustrations nikipata, the first thing nitalia. I will cry a river most of the time. Saizi bado I cry, because me, I believe crying is so healthy. Mimi kama nisipolia, if I have a frustration, I have to cry fast, especially if something is affecting me directly. I have to cry. If I get disappointed with myself, if I did something that I didn't like, if I'm trying to do something, like frustrations zenye unapata, mimi I cry. Unaona? But with therapy, it has really helped me a lot, because I understand there is a way I can cope with situation. I don't overeat. Most of the time, mimi niko na a very addictive personality. Ina maana that nikikuwa na stress zangu, I can sit, either read for the longest time, ama ni watch TV. Not hata TV, series basically. Or I will sleep. I wouldn't even want to go out. I wouldn't want to even talk to people. But nowadays, I've learned a lot. You'll find that when those days when I was so stressed and frustrated, the only thing I would use to do was to write. Even when my stroke happened, and I couldn't communicate with my parents because I realized that I can't communicate with them, I used to write. So I would post, and then they would read from that, my struggles, my frustrations. So that's how I used to cope. But nowadays, I've learned how to cope with my frustrations. Nitalia, by the way. Kulia ni constant. Kulia, I cry. I'm a cry baby, you know. But after that, I'll have an honest conversation with myself, and now work on that. And then another final reason as to why you need to see a therapist or a professional or a psychologist is because for your peace. Like, you deserve peace, you know. Like when you heal yourself, you know better, you understand things, you appreciate things, you understand where people are coming from, you know. Like for me, my husband, huwa ananiambia like I can be calm, you know, sometimes how I react on things, sometimes especially nowadays that I'm working on myself, how I react on things, yani ninakaa tu ninatulia. Mimi hata ukiniita kondoo, unless I just want to crush you, you know, unless I want to be sarcastic, unless I also want to pay back, most of the time I don't get hurt. I no longer get hurt because I understand that it has a lot, like how you say things, how you communicate, how you write, how you comment on people post. It speaks volume about you as a person. It doesn't speak anything about the person you are writing to or commenting to or you are hating to. No, it speaks volume about you as a person. You as a person who is insecure, who has issues, who has self-esteem, you know, has a lot of insecurities. Because only insecure people will spread lies. Only insecure people with low self-esteem will hate, will want to bring others down. So if you work on yourself, you'll be at peace. Like hakuna kuwa triggered. Unaangalia vitu hata saa zingine unacheka. You know, my friends, there are those friends of mine who always send me screenshots. Especially, you know how I am, especially on Facebook. They send me screenshot and then they tell me, ha, Linda, hii comment sioni kama ni mzuri. You know? But for me, I just laugh because I understand. I just give people grace, especially those people that I talk to, because I understand, I appreciate, and I've made peace with so many things. I've not reached where I want to be, but I'm hoping that I'll be able to reach there. So, thank you for watching, and if you have something, a suggestion that you want us to discuss about, make sure you comment there and make sure you watch, like, and leave a comment, hata kama ni emoji, so that you can give me the motivation. So till next time, have a wonderful day.